Hello, my friends, and welcome to Lean and Clean with Fitness Chef Christine. I am honored to have my guest, Janna, today, and she is going to talk to us about all the cool things that she has going on. And we actually met through a group called Do the Thing. And so take it away, Janna. Tell us what you got going on.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Welcome.
This is fun. We had talked a little bit prior to recording that this is one of the mental monsters that I call them that, like, what are you doing? You're going to make a fool out of yourself. But this exactly is the reason that I'm doing this, because
Yay.
I believe I believe life is like a mind game, and I am bound and determined to be the winner.
Love it.
It's a mind it's a mind game that we play against, if it's call it the inner critic, the negative voice. I call them the mental monsters. And the origin story for this thing is a couple decades old, maybe like 20 years old. And I was going to buy a building in a nearby town, and because we're kind of rural and we needed like a woman's curves or something like that. And I put the offer in on the building. There were 3 offers. And the realtor who I knew, she said, I think you're going to get that. And we were excited because she thought this would be cool. We can do Zumba. We can do all the things here.
Yeah.
The day of, well, coming up to the day of, that the voice is going, what are you doing? You have no clue what you're doing.
Inner talk.
All of it, all of it. The morning of the day that she was going to present the offers to the seller, I was at work. I worked at a paper mill. I was in the lab and I was having a panic attack. I was just like sweating. My heart was just beating out of my chest. And I called her. I just grabbed I said, don't present my offer. And there was just silence on the phone. Okay, she said. And I hung up and I sat down in the chair in that lab and I thought, what the heck just happened? What happened? I thought, oh, yes, this is going to be great. And my dream was this close and gone, just gone.
I think we do that to ourselves a lot.
All the time. I realized all the time. And so that started this decades long journey of reading neuroscience books, all the stuff, the old new thought thinkers and the newer guys, Joe Dispenza, and so many of them. I have a big library now.
Me too.
Cool. Um, and I couldn't get that out of my head. The fact that I was so close and I was so afraid that I just reacted. And the fact that my having a panic attack, the physical part of it and the mental part of it, I thought and thought. And one day this came to me. It was like this big, scary wolf got up in my face and chased me back to the comfort zone, or I was going to die, just totally die.
Fight or flight is real. I mean, we feel it.
100%. And I happened to find this toy that represents that comfort zone, or this is Frankie.
Hi, Frankie.
And Frankie turns into Frankenstein. This is a representation, because I'm a visual person. I need to have things around that can remind me of, oh, I see you, Frankie. But Frankie starts out, he's happy. He's in his comfort zone. And then when we start thinking, oh, I could do that, or I'm going to start my diet this morning or something like that. And pretty soon he's like, are you sure? Are you sure you really want to? So it goes from like a happy dog to, like I call it, then a fox. And then if you're really going like for the business or whatever, or getting over this kind of thing, the first couple times I spoke with someone, I wanted to just call them and tell them. For instance, this morning, I was going to say, I can't make it today.
I'm so glad you didn't. So
I'm
tell
so
me what
grateful.
happened with the business? Did you ever go forward with it or was that it?
No, no, I didn't with the business. But one last thing with Frankie, the further outside the comfort zone, the worse he gets,
I love it. What
you
a
know,
cool thing.
and that's how it felt to me. No, the business wasn't a thing because we had 5 kids and it was the nights, weekends, holidays,
Yeah, that's a lot.
all the kind of work. And I thought, here, I could have had that business and got out of that. In hindsight, and only honestly, just within the last year or so, I thought, thank goodness that happened. Because you know what? Maybe it was the other side telling me that you aren't ready for this
Right. Now
type
is not
thing.
the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it. I mean,
exactly.
sometimes you get divine intervention, you're like, okay, I need to pull back. And sometimes you need a good shove in the rear end to move forward, and that happens. So
Yeah.
tell me what you're doing with your health stuff, because I noticed that you're drinking your celery juice. And I had to say,
Oh,
I had to laugh because I tried to do that once and just about died gagging. But I love celery. I could eat celery dipped in Greek yogurt. I could eat it plain. I could eat it with peanut butter, no problem. But the juice, not so much.
well, this is just something new. I think, well, today is Wednesday. We started this was the third day, so Monday. The husband and I are having 8 ounces of celery juice in the morning, and we grind it up fresh right away in the morning.
Hmm.
And to be honest, it's not the greatest, but supposedly the health benefits are really good.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
willing to,
I've read the health
do
benefits
it.
too, but I still can't get myself to do it.
Yeah. As far as the health benefits, I don't know. My husband does the research, and I thought, if it's healthy, I'm going to do it.
And I love that. I love that you support each other. I think that's really cool. And I also noticed that you have a group talking about eating less refined sugar. Tell me how you came to be that came to be. How did you get to that point?
Well, that kind of ties in with the brand that I'm building.
Okay.
It's Snuggies is the name. It's a sugar craving reducing supplement brand.
It's great.
And right, for I have sample. I have sample right here.
And how
And
do you
I
use it?
only you spray it on your tongue and
Okay.
the ingredients are all natural.
I,
The main ingredient has been used in the Orient for hundreds of years. You spray it on your tongue, and it, for lack of probably the scientific version, it numbs the sugar buds on the back
uh-huh.
of your tongue. And so you spray it, and everybody's sugar buds are different. I think mine are more resistant.
I mean, I owned a bakery for a long time, so it had to be very strong to help me.
But it's minty flavor.
Hmm.
And so it numbs that. So you would spray that, and you could, within, I don't know, give it 5 seconds to work. But you could literally take like table sugar and taste it or put it in your mouth, and you would have the texture, but not the sweetness.
How interesting.
I couldn't believe it. I only learned about this last year. I was 64 last year. And I thought, I'm this old and I've only found this out now.
Hey, we get wiser as we get older, right?
Yes,
We
yes,
get
ma'am.
wiser all the time. Well, I'll tell you, I have had, I used to own a bakery. I had a bakery for a very long time. I was a pastry chef. I love sugar, but I gave up sugar. It was the best thing I ever did. Now I'm not gonna say I should say 95% of the sugar I gave up. Was it easy? No. But was it worth it? Absolutely. But if I had that tool, I would have been so much better off. But
Yeah.
tell me about your free group. Tell me about the group where you help people reduce the level of sugar they're eating.
Okay. It's a brand new group. And
Perfect.
I'm just going to say right up, well, there's 9 people right now, but yay.
Hey,
Yes, but full transparency, I'm not a dietitian, a nutritionist, have no degree whatsoever. I just want to eat less refined sugar because I know it's good for me. Um, why did I pick just refined sugar? Because I see in some other groups there is such a fight goes on as far as the artificial sugars, and I don't want to have this big conflict going on. In fact, one of the questions you have to answer to get into the group is you understand that this is a group about refined sugar.
Right. Keep it simple.
If not, you can't come in.
Yeah,
So,
keep it simple. I love it.
yeah. So that group is just starting.
I'm going to get
Um,
a link from you and put it in the show notes. So
oh,
anyone
thank you.
that's really struggling can just join in.
Absolutely. That'd be really fun. And
Yeah.
and that's the other thing. I want it to be fun because along with when I learned about these mental monsters going on, I thought, I have a sugar monster. We call
Oh,
it the
yeah.
sugar monster. There it is.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
And once again, it's just like I need these visuals. It's like
I like
I
the
see
visuals.
you. Yeah, it's like I see you. I know what you want. And but the whole thing really came together for me, the mindset part of this. When I was kind of struggling, one of my mentors said, you spend way too much time focusing on the mental monsters. Who are you? Who are you? I mean, are you going to be the hero of your life?
Right.
And I decided I am the hero of my
I like
life.
it. Wonder Woman.
And so these things, all these little mind hacks or whatever, are so helpful. When I had not bought the building, and I'm just going to throw out there just 2010, that's not enough years, but just for a year. In a couple years later, I decided I create my life today. I am creating my life, and I love that phrase so much. I trademarked the phrase.
I love it.
And then I've got the I create my life today, and I've got achiever in there.
I love that. How cool is that? Do you
And
sell them
so,
or is it just for you?
no, they're coming. They're 100% going to
All right.
be this whole big thing about my whole message is life is a mind game, be a winner. And I call that my power affirmation that I create my life today.
I love it.
And there is more to it than that, but that's the essence of it.
If you
It's
could
just so
leave,
much fun owning. I'm
own
sorry.
yourself. That's awesome. I love it. If you could maybe leave some wisdom with some of our listeners, what has made the biggest difference in your life? Would you say just owning it, or would you say there's something that really was a catalyst to get you moving in that direction?
Well, it was the panic attack that made me start wondering what in the world happened. And I realized I had no control over my emotions, and
Mhm.
they were going to take me here and there the rest of my life if I don't figure this out. That was the catalyst to starting this whole thing. And then the day that I decided that I create my life today, I am going to do this. I'm going to figure out how to beat these mental monsters. And then I really focused on the sugar monster because that's where I am in my life. I
Well,
want to
I
done.
think that's a great place to go because a lot of us, I know a lot of people, really struggle with that.
Yeah.
So if you can control one small part of your nutrition,
Mhm.
it's life changing. Honestly,
It
that is a
is.
life changer. And
It
so
is.
I'm going to make sure that we share that link. And if
Okay.
you would be willing to share your email address in case people have questions, that would be fabulous. And if
Awesome.
you would be willing to also update us periodically, come back on and let us know how it's going and how your celery juice drinking is going and all that good stuff because I'm one of those people, I like to call myself like a people connector. If you have something that you're doing, I think the world should know about it. We're all journeying towards better health, and I love your ideas of getting people to eat less refined sugar. That is near and dear to my heart. So
Mhm.
I really appreciate you sharing that with us
Thank you.
and sharing your group with us.
Thank
And
you.
I hope that you'll come back and do it again. And I'm super proud of you for showing up today, even though it was a little nerve wracking and we had some technical difficulties. I really appreciate you coming.
Thank you, Chris. I love this. And I always like to say, life's a mind game. Be a winner.
Yes, and we're winners. We showed up today, and that is
We
half the
did.
battle. Just show up for yourself. You don't have to be perfect. I've had lots of podcast episodes that didn't go as planned, and life still marched on anyway. So it's not about perfection. It's about moving forward. It's the progress that we make. So I'm here to applaud you and tell you keep going. Keep going.
Thank you.
You're
I'm going
welcome.
to.
And we'll
Absolutely.
keep in
Thank you.
touch. For anybody that doesn't know, you need to get in touch with Stacy Lauren and join the Do the Thing group. Not just our groups, but the Do the Thing group is a really great way to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and just do the thing. That shout out to Stacy Lauren.
Amen. She's the best.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. It was great to officially meet you, even if we're on screen. And we will keep in touch. And for my listeners, I thank you so much for listening to us today. I hope that you'll connect with Janna. And I pray for each and every one of you that you stay blessed and make sure that you follow us, make sure that you leave a comment, and all of it's free. So you've got nothing to lose. So do it. All right, my friends, take care. Janna, thank you again. Hold tight for just
Thank
a
you.
second.